offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The Gamecocks. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will go to work for the first time today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of...
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Release on the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. This crowd full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Quick release by the QB. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Sellers. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Grab behind the line. It's King. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Blue Devils can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Leaves it with the back. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. The Blue Devils have this offense rolling. Tight end now in motion. He'll do it himself. Got the first down and more. Oh, what a cut! He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. And the Blue Devils will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Duke! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, and when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Sellers. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's caught inside the 30. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
To the ground with the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. A quick pass to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He finds a soft spot in the middle. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's King. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. And the Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered.
Breaks into the open. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Blue Devils pounded the rock to move the Sticks, now back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but what a play. Offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the QB has had a nice drive. And this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on. Nice job getting to the quarterback effectively. And even better, getting him on the ground.
He wants it all. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Moving out of the pocket. Unleashes one. On target to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. That's a really nice job by this defense, maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks need their binoculars to find that line, looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. Able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw on first down. Complete. Gets away from one. Finds some space. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Takes a handoff. It's 4. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got enough for the first. And the Blue Devils are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of... But no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Anthony. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely...
There he goes! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
On that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw, and the defense was in good position.
He's got it. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Blue Devils kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Caught behind the line. It's Kane. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Wide receiver going in motion. The give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on that first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, Duke! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way, but dude.
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hands it off. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The give on the inside. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He'll pull it on the read, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Indiana. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Buys a little time. Now looking to throw back to the middle. Pulls in the deep ball. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle. It's Harbor. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum, something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. Made a defender miss. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pulls it in. It's Little. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air, it's Nolan. Fires one high and deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Williams-Brice.
The Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team.
Turning it on! Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Blue Devils in a good spot here with second and short. Caught over the middle. It's King. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Caught in the backfield. It's King. Runs through the tackle. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Really putting together a threat now. At the first, it's at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Quick completion to the right. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on second down for this offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Duke! And the punishment has been extended.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Oh, they're after him. Out of the backfield, he's open. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Going to try to get it himself. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. With the catch, it's Bennett. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize.
Picked off Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. Holds and fires complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Oh, better look out. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. And the Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And off to Jones. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Blue Devils trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Red pass, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He's going to run it. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. And the Gamecocks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled them through his fingers. And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Quarterback making checks. Toss to the outside. He's loose at the 15. Gets it up to the 26-yard line. They keep it on the ground, and that paid off. And the Gamecocks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. That's caught. It's Bennett. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pocket breaking down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Wide open. He makes the catch. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll run it out of the shotgun. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's the pressure. Buys a little time. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Boom. Oh, and he hit the left upright. No good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. And that one, I don't think, went the required 10 yards. It did not. Penalty marker is out.
Illegal touch. Offense.
They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. He's got it on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Using the quick game. Touchdown, Duke! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Set to kick this one away.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Under fire. That's caught. It's Smith. At midfield, he's got room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough. Going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40. The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's a hit. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going up top. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 4th down, looking to pass. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on down. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Makes the grab on the left. At the 35, he's loose. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Blue Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to... guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen... Out of that, this offense has been a machine on 3rd down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Tries to do it himself on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
Man, those plays are frustrating on the defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that. And it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Nolan. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags into third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Another incompletion on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Unloads to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. This offense has it with really good field position. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll keep it himself. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air, and now... Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quick completion to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. Splits the uprights. Good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed. That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.